Hi everyone and welcome to a card making process video here at Hip Kit Club. Today I'll be making this never-ending card. You can find these tutorials all over the web, but here's a quick one of mine. So you start with 4 pieces that are 6 inches by 3 inches. You can do it like I did, cut it in 6 by 6 and then cut it in half. Then I realized that I'm ending up with odd pieces of paper, so I realized that I can just cut it 3 by 6 inches straight away. So once you have those 4 pieces, you will be making score lines on the edges so that you can get these folds that the never-ending card needs. So you need to make folds on the 2 ends of the paper at 1.5 inches and then 4.5 inches. So you do this for each of them. So then it's time to assemble the card. So you need to put down tape on the upper corners and the lower corners of 2 of these papers. I use this heavy duty tape so that it really would stick together. And then you stick these 2 pieces of paper onto the other ones, making sure that the folded edges are folding the same way in a sense, so that the other ones are diagonal and the other ones are horizontal, but the foldings are going the same way. And then I'm just opening it and going through the creases with the bone folder to make sure that they really stay there. And then it's time to put on some pattern paper. As you can see, I've kind of marked these pieces that need the different sized pattern papers on them. So I'll be using the papers from the June main kits, mainly these gorgeous ones from Vicky Boutin, and then one of the papers from the Heidi Swapp Color Fresh collection. So at first I'll be using the pink by Heidi Swapp and then the black and white by Vicky. And I'll be cutting the pink ones into the big squares. Those are the 2 3/4 inches, and then the smaller ones are 2 3/4 by 1 1/4. And then on to the next one. In this one I'll be using the pink one for the smallest ones that are 1 inch and 1/4 squares, and then in the center again the big square. And for this one, you can see that the pieces from the 3rd page are showing. So once I go to the 3rd page, the very edges are going to be showing there too. So for these bigger squares, I'll be using this turquoise paper, and the edges of these are showing in the last page as you saw there. And again, the smaller squares for these little ones, and then onto the last page, and yet again squares, and then some of those rectangles on the sides. And then it's time to do embellishments. I'll be using the June 2019 main kit and these gorgeous puffy phrase stickers by American Crafts, and I took apart 2 phrases. So there was the saving the day and go big, and I wanted to do big day, as I'm imagining this could be a perfect birthday card for someone. So then I'll be just going through all of these gorgeous embellishments that are in the main kit, just making sure that nothing sticks there. The G was a little too far along the grease, so you make sure that nothing is sticking there so that it folds down well. So now I'm going through the Vicky Boutin ephemeras, finding perfect embellishments and just going out on the tongue with the embellishing. So then I just go through each of the individual pages and embellish them. Most of my embellishments go through these cutouts that are in between the pages, but that doesn't matter as long as you remember to cut your embellishment in half too. So here I use this gorgeous flower wreath, and then I'm just cutting it in half so that when I fold up the next page, this goes nicely along. To the last page of fold art, I wanted to add something that you could actually write the sentiment on and your name on it too. So I made this banner out of plain white cardstock and wrote down happy birthday on it, and there's even room for your signature underneath. So now that I'm going through the almost finished card, you could see that the bird is actually showing on the second page, even though it was supposed to be only on the third one. So I had to move it, but I love that it actually is perfect in the middle, since it was the theme of the whole card to have these things cut out and move along. So there you can see it, nice and finished, almost, until I realized that I do want to have these bold colors that the Vicky Boutin ephemeras have on the front cover too, more than just the little banners on top. So I added this huge gorgeous flower, and then it's done. And then I made a second one. I already made this base from the Vicky Boutin pattern cardstock, and I wanted to add tons of these hearts on it, so I'm fussy cutting them, and then there we have it, all of these hearts ready to be put on a nice little cluster on the top of the card. Then it's embellishment time for all the other pages as well. I'm mostly using the June main kit, but I have to admit I cheated just a little bit and went for the embellishment kit too, to use a few of the chipboard stickers by Vicky Boutin, but I hope you don't mind. I just wanted to add a few more phrases onto the pages of the card. So enjoy the embellishments process, and in the end you'll see the finished flip through of both of my cards. here they are, finished pieces, these gorgeous never-ending cards. I love them. We'll definitely be making more of these. I hope you like them too. I hope you are inspired, and remember to check out the Hip Kit Lab website for information of the June kits that are still available. Also the July kits and the freshly released August kits are there for you to admire too. So go there, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.